Listen closely. I have a dream that young people would be informed and empowered to make the right decisions about their money. Welcome to Ground Zero, your go-to source for everything finance. Each week, we will bring you insights and analysis on the latest in the world of finance, as well as practical advice on how you can navigate the often complex world of personal finance, from budgeting, savings and investments, credit and debt management. We'll cover it all so you can make the best and informed decisions about your money. Join us as we explore the world of finance and help you build a strong financial foundation for your future. Listen in every Sunday at 14 hours as we swim through the world of personal finance. Welcome to Ground Zero. Welcome home. It's the 4th of February. I'm just glad that you're back to Ground Zero. I hope you're good. I hope you're okay. We're back with another episode today. I hope you had a great week. The previous week, that is. I hope you enjoyed listening to my 2 cents, my thoughts shared on an aspect of us just being able to understand money better, on an aspect of us being able to just actualize our value and weigh it against looking at all this time that has passed and just how we've used our money. I think this week has been one of those weeks where I've just been critically thinking about how best have I used my money in all as much as I can remember. I don't know if you can tell from my voice, but I kind of have a flu. So, but I definitely do hope that the sound will still be good, that you and I both will engage in this conversation today. So welcome back if you are a listener to Ground Zero, and welcome if you are fresh here, if you're new here. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you being here. And this week we're going to talk about something interesting actually, which is something that I feel most people kind of just ignore and don't exactly pay particular attention to when it comes to them relating with their money. And I just felt the need that, you know what, I think let's just kind of touch down on an aspect of ensuring that we know exactly what we're doing, because I think that's one of the major challenges that we have as young people. We don't exactly know what we're doing. We don't exactly have our mind fixed on our money. As such, we end up making drastic decisions, right? So welcome to Ground Zero, and let's talk about why you and them are not the same people. Let's talk about you and your neighbor and just how you're not the same. So I'm in Lusaka. I stay in Lusaka because my English teacher told me, if you stay somewhere, you're only there for a period of time. But if you live there, that's where you are. So I stay in Lusaka. I'm a student. I'm studying in Lusaka, at the university in Lusaka. That being the case, I personally, if this is my personal views, I personally feel that Lusaka is just that one province that you can literally be walking next to 2 people who look the same, but one is absolutely broke and in debt, and the other literally has $1 million in their bank account. Like, that's just what Lusaka is. Lusaka is as complex as, oh, okay, there's a rich kid. Oh, okay. There's a broke kid. Oh, okay. So I think, you know, there's that kind of an aspect, and the social structure of Lusaka has got its own peer pressure on individuals, not only those who are young people, but those who also are in workplaces, those also who, in civil service. Social trends have influenced the aspect of spending money, earning money, and deciding on money in Lusaka. But I have a feeling it's the same around the country and many other places. So, what am I trying to talk about? What am I trying to create a scene for? Allow me to build my case. We're in a society where there's some sort of societal pressure, peer pressure, if I may, as to how our money is spent. There's that component of, oh, okay, if my friend can, if my peer can afford this, I can afford it. If someone within my social circle can afford this, oh, then I can afford this. If this has made someone else's life more efficient, I needed to make my own life more efficient. If this component, if this asset, if this proposed gadget, if this proposed outfit has made someone else look cooler, I may also need it a little cooler, right? They bought a shoe for like 1.5. I think if I buy a shoe for 1.5, I can also join in the conversation and actually say, yeah, this one was also at 1.5. The aspect of feeling as though you want to belong to a tribe, you want to belong to a society. I think Lusaka generally has created that perspective. Well, I must say it's from my understanding, from my assumptions, from my view of the world. I think that's just how it is when it comes to social norms, just moving from one place to another. There's that need of people wanting to belong to a culture, to belong to a tribe. As you know, that being the case, we just find ourselves in situations where our money is actually being affected. Our expenses, our planning is being affected. Our financial goals are being affected. That being the case, you should have noticed in one or two ways where it may have happened to you. I think it happened to me at some point where, okay, I think, that guy has a very nice shoe. I can afford that shoe. It's just like, for example, can you afford something? Yes, you can. You have the money for it, right? Is it in your plan? No, it's not. What should you do? Don't buy it. Yeah? So this one time, I found myself in a situation where I fancied this shoe that my friend had. I really did. Fancied it to the max. I was like, you know what? That's a very awesome shoe. The shoe is good. The shoe is great. How much was it? It was like 500 or something. I'm like, ish. That's an awesome shoe. Can I afford it? Yeah. I can afford that shoe. Right. Was it in my plan? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Was it in my budget? No, it wasn't. Right? What did I do? I mean, I'll leave that up to you. But what I'm trying to put across is, as young people, when we find ourselves having an aspect of belonging to a certain tribe, belonging to a certain group, having a sense of contribution in our own way, or kind of matching up with life, that's going to affect our money badly. The message is stick to your budgets, stick to what you've planned, stick to you. Like, you are not your neighbor. You are not the nearest person to you. And here's why. The nearest person to you does not have the same financial education background that you do. They did not grow in the same household that you did. Even if they did, what they picked up on finances and how to handle finances is not the exact same thing as what you picked up. Either of you must have missed 1 or 2 points, and that's just dangerous, because the very moment you start focusing on what someone else is doing to achieve in their lives, and you think you should do the same, you're definitely going to get on the better end of everything. Then you lose it with your money, right? You're definitely going to lose it with your money. The difference is the person that you're trying to copy has a business. They have multiple sources of income. While it's your source of income is one, and it's not even fixed, right? What's even worse, you don't exactly have financial discipline. So the very moment you want to up your game, each and every time you get some money, you feel the need to up your game with zero investments, zero businesses, zero streams of income. You are on the losing end. Yes, you may buy that Jordan shoe, you may buy that crazy outfit that you love. Yes, you may buy that phone that you literally want to have and you feel it's going to make you feel better, but you have got no investments, you've got no business, you've got no income generating activity. You've got nothing that's bringing you income. Why should you make such kind of expenses? That's just a question I feel you must ask yourself before you make such kind of an expense. So before you even go to a point of trying to spend on something, please realize as a young person, you're not the nearest neighbor that is next to you. You're not. You have family responsibilities. You're a family pillar. You are literally the family pillar of your family. People are depending on you, that you're going to become a better person. You're going to become a great person in the future. You're going to be this person who will be responsible to take care of the younger brothers and sisters, the cousins and nieces, the grandparents, name them. You're coming from one extended family that is not exactly rich. rich kid. You're not a rich kid per se. They come from an average household. So you shouldn't live a life that is above what you're actually doing, because you're literally messing up your finances. You're messing up the whole general thing of you being able to be financially disciplined. So please know that you are not your neighbor. You are not the nearest person next to you, right? You are definitely not. So be careful with your money. Be careful with your moolah. Be careful with your dough. Every coin counts. Every ngwe counts. So please, I think that's just the whole thing. I've been doing some runs this week in town, back and forth, to try and get a few stuff and just run some errands here and there. And one thing I've noticed is that in Lusaka, trust me, 10,000 is nothing. These are my personal thoughts and views. I know it's a very good sum of money. You know, it's a very good sum of money to earn. I'm not saying I earn it. I'm just saying it's a very good sum of money to earn. But 10,000 kwacha is, it finishes in seconds, you know? Like, it just, boom, it's gone. It's gone just like that, man. It's and it's done. And, it's done without you making any proper finance decisions with it. What I mean by making proper finance decisions with it is, when you receive money, are you going to employ it elsewhere that you're going to have an inflow of some finances here and there, right? I think we are mostly down to the aspect of spending money. As you spend money, as you earn money, as you hold money, as you invest money, as you do anything with money, please know you are not your neighbor. You are not the nearest person next to you. You are clearly not, okay? You are clearly not. The education is different. The vision is different. The goals is different. So for you to become a better person, like I always say on this podcast, read a financial book, have a financial podcast to listen to, get informed on personal finance, and become a better person every day. I think for me, that's just what solidifies everything. I literally wanted to share these thoughts with you since the beginning of the week, but I had to wait for another Sunday for me to produce this content for all of you guys to get to consume it. So let's get to discuss around it. You are not your nearest neighbor. You are not the next person close to you. So be very careful with your finances. Be very careful on what you spend your money on. Be very careful on how you move your money around. And as I said last time, money is in its own, as a currency, it's to flow. Money is supposed to flow. It's like, for example, when you hold money today, 10,000, for example, let me give you this perfect example, right? 10,000, the value of 10,000 4 months ago is not the same value of 10,000 today. I think 4 months ago, inflation was lesser than 16. No, it was lesser than 19. So it was somewhere 16, 17 or something. Now, the dollar versus the kwacha, not inflation, right? Now, one exchange rates and stuff. Yeah. Now, $1 is literally 19 kwacha, right? What that means is your 10,000 is no longer 10,000 chief. Your 10,000 buys less than what you could buy 4 months ago, which is a problem. So even though you decide saying in Daraman ala sunga face definitely going to be mine, I'll just keep it, chief, you're not literally helping yourself. Okay. Employ money. As I would always advise young people, employ money somewhere. Definitely have an inflow and things like that. So I really, really, really hope this podcast has been helpful. I really hope this episode has been helpful for us to understand a few things, especially about the social environments that we're in, especially on the aspect of us being found with different kinds of friends. I have rich kids for friends. I have people of money. I have people who I can call rich kids for friends because I know they have money, they have dough. I don't have that kind of money. I don't have that kind of money to throw. I don't have stupid money. Do you even have money? I don't have that kind of money. So I don't spend as they do. I don't spend as they do their own thing. That's their thing. That's their money. So if they can buy shoes for $850, I'm like, I'm still buying your Converse for 95 kwacha because that's what I can afford. I'm not trying to impress anyone, right? So please, you're not your neighbor, you're not your closest friends financially, you're not the person next to you. Stay in your own lane. Stay. Cut your cloth according to your coat or something like that, right? Stick to you. Stick to you. Stick to your budget. Stick to your future plans. Stick to them. You're definitely going to make it. Just give it time. It's going to be a rough ride. You being financially disciplined, it's going to be a rough ride. You dedicating your time and effort to learning about personal finance. It's going to be rough. It's not going to be easy. But that's what you need to get the future where you want to get. That's what you need for you to get the 10, 15, 20 years of wealth that you're definitely going to have. I hope this episode has been a blessing, and catch you on the other side. It has been Enoch, your host on Ground Zero podcast, and see you next week. But you can feel free to engage with me. Continue sending those messages in. Let's keep on interacting. Social media is going to be active. WhatsApp is going to be active. Let's get talking. Let's get engaging. Welcome to Ground Zero. Welcome home. Listen closely. I have a dream that young people would be informed and empowered to make the right decisions about their money. Welcome to Ground Zero, your go-to source for everything finance. Each week, we will bring you insights and analysis on the latest in the world of finance, as well as practical advice on how you can navigate the often complex world of personal finance, from budgeting, savings and investments, credit and debt management. We'll cover it all so you can make the best and informed decisions about your money. Join us as we explore the world of finance and help you build a strong financial foundation for your future. Listen in every Sunday at 14 hours as we swim through the world of personal finance. Welcome to Ground Zero. Welcome home.